Hey, listen, what's up, Mitech Partners? It's Bill Mccleskey, and I wanted to share something with you guys in regards to how to turn disaster into a blessing, okay? And on my journey in building a company and being an entrepreneur, when I look back over the past 3 years that Mitech has been in business, a lot of our huge opportunities came out of what looked like disasters. I mean, there were a few times over the past 3 years when I said, look, that's it, the business is done, I'm gonna have to go get a job, okay? Especially early on, I mean, when things were pretty scary, okay? And I was so uncertain, and I really had to put in the work and maintain the confidence in order to push forward and gain traction and get the momentum that we needed. But I'm gonna tell you guys a quick story, and this is one of many stories that I share a lot with people in regards to turning upset into a setup for a comeback. So we were about a year in terms of business. We had been in business for about a year, and we had some pretty good traction in the hospitality arena. We were selling a lot of hotels, our telecommunication services, so internet, phone, and TV service, especially with Comcast Business. I mean, we were featured on a video conference call as being one of the premier companies to have traction in the hospitality arena, in that industry. And people were reaching out to us and asking questions, and I mean, we were closing, you know, 1 or 2 nice hotel deals a week, literally. So, which is pretty good, especially for a new company being in business for less than 1 year. So I got a call one day from one of our vendors, and they reached out to us and they said, hey, listen, we know you work heavily in the hospitality space, and we want you to take this customer. So they basically handed a customer to me. There's no better call to take than the vendor calling you to say, hey, listen, I got a customer for you. Will you just take care of them, and it's going to be your customer? It was a hotel customer. So we reach out to the customer, we call him, and he says, yeah, hey, this is what I need. We sign him up. We get paperwork signed. I mean, it's a smooth deal, right? No hiccups, no pushbacks on price, on solution. We submit the paperwork to the vendor, and this is where it kind of goes downhill. So someone who was a direct employee of the vendor somehow reached out to this particular customer after we submitted our paperwork. And since it was taking longer than the customer wanted to get his installation, this direct employee told him, hey, I can get your installation quicker, just cancel that order and sign up with me. Now, this information was not told to me until after it all happened. But anyway, make a long story short, we lost the deal. And when I found out we lost the deal, and I found out how we lost the deal, I was pissed. I mean, I was mad. Can you imagine having a nice hotel customer here? I think it was in Chicago. Nice hotel customer, and somebody takes it out from underneath you, you know? And man, I was hot. But I kind of dropped it. I kind of let it go. And that's a quality that I think I really have. When something bad happens, I cry. I mean, I really do. I cry for 22 seconds, and then I go find 2 customers to replace them, you know, because I think that we can't wallow in our despair, right? But anyway, I moved on, and about 2 or 3 weeks later, I get this phone call out of the blue, and it's a gentleman in Atlanta, and he says, hey, listen, you're working with my customer. And he names this customer that we lost, right? And I need to know when it's going to be installed, because I need to, you know, make sure I'm there or have one of my team members there to assist with the install, because we are his IT contact. And I told him immediately, I said, listen, that is not my customer. And all these emotions start coming up. And I don't know what's going on with that customer, because we were working with them. The customer got stolen from us. And, you know, I'm not working with them anymore. So he says, oh, okay. So we talk for a couple more minutes, and then I have this epiphany. Why am I not speaking to this guy about his other customers? Why am I not telling this gentleman who called me out of the blue what we do and how we can help his IT business. So I tell him that Mitech is a company that adds revenue streams to IT firms. And just like this customer that you're calling about, if you allow us to help them set up their internet, phone, and TV service, if you refer deals like that to us and other IT services, cloud solutions, then we can add that revenue stream to your bottom line. This guy gets super excited. He's like, look, I have literally over 100 hotel customers, and I deal with this all the time. I would love to deal with a company like yours versus calling the carrier. And I'm like, yeah, man, listen, we lost that one deal, but whatever else you got going, hey, here's the level of expectation that we have. He signs up to become a partner, and I tell you, over the last 3 months, he's been in our top 5 of sales partners in the country. Number 2, I believe, last month. All of that came out of a negative situation. Now, I could have wallowed in my despair. I could have been pissed, and justifiably so, right? But what I realized, and I'm so thankful that I had the gut feeling to turn that situation around, is that there is an opportunity, and I'm going to say an equal or equivalent opportunity in every bad situation. In every adverse situation, there's an equivalent or equal opportunity there, but you got to look for it. So whenever you're down, whenever something bad happens, when you get knocked down, you have to look for the opportunity in it. It may be a lesson. It may be revealing something to you about somebody or about an opportunity. You know, we may think we need somebody in our life, and really we don't. We may think we need a certain thing or a certain opportunity, and getting kicked down may tell us or teach us that we don't need it. So it may be the lesson, or it may be something tangible that you can talk about or actually touch. So you have to realize that every adverse situation comes with an equivalent or better benefit. And that's one of the main principles of one of my favorite books, Think and Grow Rich, by Napoleon Hill. That's the underlying theme in that entire book. But I just want to encourage you guys with that. As you're building your business, as you're making it happen, it's going to be a roller coaster. It's going to be up and down. But every time you go down, you have to look for the opportunity. There's an opportunity in being knocked down. You got to learn the lesson, and you have to look for and notice and take away from getting knocked down the benefit of what's going on. All right. So hopefully that helps you guys. Hopefully you can gain something from it and use it for your business. I'll see you guys on the other side. Look forward to it.